Hello and welcome to our channel. Today we're going to explore how the European Union develops its foreign policy and, more specifically, the crucial role of the High Representative for Foreign Affairs and Security Policy. This position is key to understanding how the EU engages with the world. So let's dive into what the High Representative does and how this role influences the EU's global strategy. First, let's break down the role of the High Representative. The position of High Representative was created by the Treaty of Lisbon, which came into force in December 2009. The High Representative is essentially the EU's chief diplomat and plays a central role in shaping and implementing EU foreign policy. Their job is to represent the EU on the global stage, coordinate its external actions, and ensure that there's a cohesive approach to international relations. And the High Representative has two main responsibilities. Of course, foreign affairs. This involves leading the EU's diplomatic efforts, managing relationships with other countries, and overseeing EU missions and operations abroad. And then there's security policy. They also coordinate the EU's common security and defense policy, which includes managing security and defense initiatives and contributing to global peace and stability. Additionally, the High Representative chairs the Foreign Affairs Council, which consists of the foreign ministers from the EU member states. And this role also involves representing the EU in various international forums, such as the United Nations and the G7. And now let's look at how the High Representatives shape EU foreign policy. The High Representative is instrumental in formulating EU foreign policy. They work closely with member states to develop strategic priorities and ensure that the EU's external actions are aligned with its broader goals. This involves drafting proposals, negotiating agreements, and setting the direction for the EU's international engagement. One of the key tasks of the High Representative is to ensure that EU foreign policy is cohesive and well coordinated. This is crucial because the EU's foreign policy involves multiple institutions and actors, including the European Commission, the European Council, and the member states. And the High Representative helps to integrate these different elements into a unified strategy, ensuring that the EU speaks with one voice on the global stage. And the High Representative also plays a crucial role in crisis management. Whether it's responding to geopolitical conflicts, humanitarian crises, or security threats, the High Representative leads the EU's response and coordinates efforts to address these challenges. They work with member states, international organizations, and other stakeholders to develop and implement effective strategies for managing and resolving crises. On the diplomatic front, the High Representative represents the EU in high-level meetings and in negotiations. This includes engaging with world leaders, participating in international summits, and negotiating treaties and agreements. And their role as the face of EU diplomacy is crucial in advancing the Union's interests and building strong international partnerships. So let's explore the impact of the High Representative on EU foreign policy. One of the biggest achievements of the High Representative is helping the EU present a unified voice in international affairs. By coordinating the EU's external actions and ensuring consistency in its diplomatic efforts, the High Representative helps to strengthen the EU's influence and credibility on the global stage. The High Representative also drives key strategic initiatives. For example, they play a significant role in shaping the EU's approach to major global challenges such as climate change, migration, and of course also security threats. And their leadership helps to ensure that the EU's foreign policy addresses these issues effectively and aligns with its long-term objectives. The role of the High Representative has seen both successes and challenges. On the one hand, the EU has been able to achieve notable diplomatic successes, such as negotiating the Iran nuclear deal and advancing peace progresses in various regions. On the other hand, there have been challenges, including disagreements among member states and difficulties in achieving consensus on complex issues. The High Representative must navigate these challenges while striving to advance the EU's foreign policy goals. And the High Representative also helps to balance the interests of different EU institutions and the member states. And this involves reconciling differing perspectives and differing priorities to develop a coherent and effective foreign policy. The High Representative's ability to navigate these institutional dynamics is crucial for maintaining unity and achieving the EU's objectives. Looking ahead, the role of the High Representative will continue to evolve as the EU faces new global challenges and opportunities. As the global landscape shifts, the High Representative will need to adapt to new geopolitical realities, but also emerging threats and evolving international dynamics. And this includes addressing issues such as the rise of new global powers, regional conflicts, and global crises like pandemics and climate change. The High Representative will also play a key role in strengthening the EU's global role and influence. This involves enhancing the EU's capacity to act effectively on the world stage, deepening partnerships with other countries and organizations, and promoting the EU's values and interests. There may also be ongoing discussions about reforming EU foreign policy and the role of the High Representative. This could involve changes to the institutional framework, adjustments to policy priorities, or new approaches to diplomacy and crisis management. The High Representative will be at the forefront of these discussions, shaping the future direction of EU foreign policy. So in conclusion, the High Representative for Foreign Affairs and Security Policy plays a vital role in shaping and implementing EU foreign policy. Through their leadership, coordination, and diplomatic efforts, the High Representative helps to ensure that the EU's external actions are cohesive, effective, and aligned with its strategic goals. And that's why I say thank you for joining me on this exploration of the High Representative's role. If you found this video informative, don't forget to like and subscribe for more content on European and sometimes connected global affairs. And I'd love to hear your thoughts on the role of the High Representative and EU foreign policy, so please leave your comments below. And the next video is right here in the end screen.